Today on War and Pieces, we are going to be taking a look at. I'm gonna show you the entire board. I'm not gonna take all the pieces out and stuff like that. I'm gonna explain some of the game, but we're actually gonna do a live play of this, and that's where you're gonna be able to see all the rules done. But yeah, I really want to give you my thoughts on this because I've heard some rumblings on how it's not complex enough or it's not this. But today we are going to be talking about Ancient Civilizations of the Inner Seas. Another fantastic game from our good friends at GMT that don't know that we're here, but that's okay too. And we're going to be talking about this, and without me rambling on and on and on and on and on, let's go down to the board and
now this map is so big I actually have to hand cam this just to get this all in, and you could just see there's a lot going on here. Now I'm not going to explain the rules too much, but I'm going to talk about a certain amount of things here. The thing that makes this game just so fantastic is the uncertainty of the fate cards, and I don't even have half the fate cards out here. The stack is about this big. It's just some of the things that you're going to run into and that you're going to be able to play. Like there's an earthquake. Remove a disc from each of the two contagious areas. So, I mean, you could put you play that card, and you know somebody may have their disc planned out. There's no dice in this game whatsoever. Battles are just so simple. It's just going to be, well, I've got two guys here, you got two guys here. What does that equal? Well, we both lose one. And if it was to the point where there was 2-1, well, he's going to fight him, and guess what? You won the area. Boom. It's as easy as that. Really just a simplified thing, but there's so many things that go into this and causes so many different things. You have so many great races. They each have their own abilities. The Carthaginians, the Romans. Let's see who else we have here. Troy, of course, and on and on and on. And as you can see, this map is just absolutely stunning. Everything is done in stages. You're trying to achieve as many victory points as possible to win the game after a certain stage, depending on what era you're playing. I mean, you could be starting here and finish. It's 4 turns, and you're going to have different types of phases. Of course, they come with their fantastic. You get so much information, you get more than you'll ever need. There's a growth phase, a card phase, which you're going to have a certain amount of these cards in your hand, and also you're going to be drawing them during certain situations that to settle something within the game. There's a competition phase. They don't call it a war, but you can basically declare war on another nation, more or less, and that's how that's all going to play through. The solo side is just the solo aspect of it is just fantastic and does so many different things, and I definitely want to show you the book and some of the solo stuff as well. You're going to get this fantastic playbook, and it's just going to give you, it's going to tell you everything that you need to do and how to play scenarios, using the white disc to basically split the map for a certain number of players that you're going to be playing with. Here is one of the solo games, and I find this just absolutely fantastic. You use this for the solo. As you can see, it is the Fall of Rome, the first scenario of it, and you can play this. You can play this solo and just have a wonderful time, and it really does work fantastically. There's so many other things that you can do. You could do Hannibal, which is another thing that you can do, which is just cool onto itself, and a ton of different scenarios for from 2 to 4 players, and even more. And the rule book, of course, it's a GMT rule book, for crying out loud. You have your solitaire player aid that you're going to get, and it's going to give you everything that the AI will do. And if it doesn't do this, it's going to do this. If it does that, then it's going to come over here and do this. So everything just follows and flows so fantastic.
You have your rules of play. Like I said, just fantastic and easy to read rule book, and you get all this glorious stuff in this fantastic box. Once again, GMT just knocks it out of the park. I really suggest you take a look at this, but let's go up top and get my final thoughts on this. I really like this. I really, really like this. And the reason I like this so much, I like the solo variant in it. I love how you know, you can just set up this whole battle and this, that, and the other. The simplicity of it kind of adds to it, but there's a complexity to the simplicity, if that makes sense. You know, battles are very easy, okay? And for some people, you know, maybe they want, you know, well, terrain, this +1, plus this, plus that, and a die roll. There's no dice here, and that's kind of nice. The thing that really helps this is the cards, the unpredictability of the cards, and how they just change things. Really, really interesting. I've played it solo. I tried playing a couple different sides, and I really enjoy this. I think this is something special. I think it just scratches a certain itch when you want to get something out and you want to be able to play it in a few hours. I mean, you could stretch this out quite a few hours, or you can really build it where you could do it in a few hours and get the satisfaction of playing a very good civilization game. And I really, really, enjoy this. I can't say enough about it, and I think this is something that is one of those games that opens a door for people that don't normally war game. And I think it has such a nice feel to it. It's easy, it's not intimidating, and I think it's a way to get them and get them talking about more things, and ancients and things like that, and Rome and the Carthaginians. And it may inspire somebody to learn, someone to go out and see and feel how beautiful, you know, some of these games really are, that you know, really get you know, when you talk ancients and you talk certain war games, they get overlooked because they go, oh, you know, that's for older people. No, not nowadays. Nowadays, GMT is setting the bar and making things where anybody can do this. Anybody can play this and have this beautiful experience. So, that's my thoughts, at least. What are yours? Put them in the comments. I'd love to hear it. Until next time, for War and Pieces, it's your old pal Rob.
The end of the game, and you could get this from Miniature Market, right, Grandpa?
You can get this from Miniature Market. That's right.
Yeah, everything you need. Bye.